Welcome back. So our first episode was successful, obviously.
Top charts went viral all across the board.
So what we've learned from the first one to this one is why did we not clear our table off? Second,
Stop judging us immediately.
there's no judging because you can't tell me no one else does that.
They're just mad that our table's cool.
Thanks, Dad. Let's see.
Second, I need to speak up.
She's very soft-spoken. Or I don't know. But...
Soft.
All right. So this episode is going to be more about wellness. And like we have different topics to talk about, like therapy. We love therapy. Mm-hmm. What about?
And I've never been to therapy, so basically what I do for wellness. She said, ooh.
No, because I just thought that's
what does that mean? So,
yeah, like, wow, a good perspective. Someone who goes, someone who doesn't.
True. Like, therapy versus therapy.
Yes.
Showdown.
Who's gonna win?
Yeah. Oh. Therapy wins, you guys. Please go.
Also, we forgot to introduce ourselves as Josie and the Pussycats.
Josie and the Pussycats. Black cats.
I started a movement.
Say it, girl.
Black Cat Lives Matter.
Okay. Please, y'all. She's my friend. Don't cancel her.
Okay, first of
all.
Don't
say that.
No, first of all, do you not know how many people do not adopt black cats because they think they're bad luck when they're actually good luck? And how many shelters have to hide all of their black cats during Halloween because they literally want to sacrifice them because they think it's some kind of freaking yes. Mm-mm. So I wanted to start a movement called Black Cat Lives Matter because they're not scary, and actually don't know if this fact or fiction. The right word. Because somebody told me that black cats are the nicest cats, especially males, obviously. So they're like the sweetest, and these two are the sweetest.
They're pussies,
obviously, but they're good boys. But so yeah,
they're not the worst. Let's just give a moment for the cats. I like them. It took some time. At first it's like I don't mind them, and it's like I despise them, and then now it's like they're pretty cool. But it's because
they're naughty.
Chonk, Fatters, however you want to call him,
Chunkadunk. He
is naughty and gets on the kitchen whenever I cook. So if you're not a good cook and he's not in there, you know the meal's nasty.
He's never in there when I'm in there.
Point proven. But I've trained him that if I whistle, looks right away. He knows get out of the kitchen because she doesn't.
He's like, bitch, I'm not in there.
Good boy. She has him trained to freaking fetch, but not to get down.
They do what they want.
I train discipline. She trains tricks.
Okay, because who doesn't teach a cat tricks? First of all, my dad's like, you can't teach a cat any tricks. And I said, oh, hell no. Watch me. One of them could care less. The other one.
What's that noise?
What noise?
Your cat, as I hear. Swear, her rumpling.
She's just a hater, honestly, when it comes to the cats. They're good boys. And
this I'm obsessed. All I hear in the morning.
They're my therapy cats, first of all. Speaking of therapy.
That's perfect. Right on. Move along.
Right. Next conversation. Therapy.
All night. Mm-hmm. Therapy. Are you for it?
Therapy.
Are you? Do you do it? Would you do it? Would you never do it? I guess. Do you do it? Would you do it? Because everybody should consider therapy.
Yes. And it doesn't have to be for traumatic events.
I promise you, if you don't want to talk about something, they're not going to make you talk about it. This is not
post. They have boundaries too. They teach you about boundaries. They don't push.
Mm-hmm. It's not like back in the day.
Way different. And
those were like study cases basically rather than.
And I feel like back then it was like therapy, like one just covered all, but now there's so many more for different like relationships, like different therapists for
Yeah.
different things where it's like
Childhood,
childhood,
yeah,
traumatic,
abuse.
PTSD, or if it's just like anxiety, depression.
True.
There
We're
really
all
are
sorts of
different.
fucked up everywhere. We
Exactly.
gotta get.
But there are even for it's like even if you just want to go and talk about work and just think about like, oh, like how do I, learn this when it comes to working and this and that. It can just be something as simple as that, but you struggle with, and they're there to help. It's nice. It's for a not biased opinion from someone who like doesn't know you, so it's a whole different perspective. And they're smart because they obviously went to
Kind of
school
like
for
when
it.
you meet a new friend, they don't know a single thing about you, so you can
Mm-hmm.
tell it how you want your perspective, and it's a
Mm-hmm.
whole new, like, fresh set of eyes, is what it's sounding like to me.
It is because it's like you get to know who your therapist is because they want you to be comfortable with you to tell you like to really get into the, well, why do you feel like
Yeah, like,
that?
who the
You
fuck
get
am
more
I telling my
comfortable.
secrets to? Like,
Mm-hmm.
let me know you too. It's
Yeah, so
fair.
usually
Trust.
like for my experience, I've only seen technically two different therapists. I've tried out two other ones, but they didn't work out. And I can expand on that later, but usually with therapists, it's like the first, like you don't really start to feel anything until after like the first couple sessions because you're only there for an hour. So it's like, well, this is what I want to touch on,
Yeah,
but it's
take
not.
notes and
Mhm.
we'll regroup.
Yeah,
I
and then
mean,
usually the therapist has a computer or something, so they write things down, and so they're like, okay,
computer
at your
girl,
last visit,
make these two boys horny and gay.
what are you saying? What is that?
It's a TikTok.
Oh,
Anyways, um,
anywho.
one thing I wonder, because I've never been to therapy, but I feel like if I were to go to therapy, I would be able to talk for longer periods amounts of time.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like I don't really tell stories.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
don't.
really explain a whole bunch of detail.
They would make you too.
And then I'd be like, oh, this is how I articulate things.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't even know how to articulate my feelings. TBH.
Yeah.
But as someone who hasn't been to therapy,
Mm-hmm.
I've always found my therapy within journaling, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I go to just like release everything. And then I like to meditate, and
Love that.
then I will pray and read.
See, I think if you are able to actually do those things, like a big chunk of therapy is already pretty much done. Not done, but
The
like
only
that
thing is,
works
it's
for
like a
you.
little, but I don't. I think it works for me because I'm not self-diagnosing myself either. I'm not saying that I have anxiety. I'm not
Right.
saying I have depression.
Right.
I'm just going through a battle right now, and
Right.
it requires a little bit more mental clarity or rest or,
No.
oh my
Shut
god,
up.
nice tweaking. Um,
Zoomies time.
but I've always seemed to get through it. Would I go to therapy? Absolutely, but is at the top of my list to do. I don't think
Well,
it's necessary
so
right
it's
now.
also not even just for like, okay, thinking therapy that way, because I just thought about this. It's saying you don't necessarily need it. It's so much, it's, you learn a lot of tools.
It's
So it's
fair.
like, say if you're not like, you're not in a category, but it's like right now, yeah, you're going through it. You could learn tools to help navigate why you feel that way during like these pivotal moments in a sense. It's more about like learning the tools, like, okay, well, I react this way when this happens.
Hmm. I will go based off that. I will say that I've read enough books to where I personally think that those books have helped me navigate those things. Because if I am going through something, it's like,
Mm-hmm.
whoa, what's triggering this?
Mm-hmm.
Take what like I'm being faced with at face value, and
Yeah.
then why I'm feeling this way, and what do I wish it to be, and then like it's basically, I don't know. Some I feel like when I'm going through something, it's because I'm fighting a limiting belief, or maybe it's a
That's,
tough time in life in general.
mm-hmm.
But I'm very optimistic about things happen for a reason,
Yeah.
and that's how I like go through things. But because even with like my parents, that whole
Yeah.
time period, it was like pray, meditate, journal.
Right.
And then
Yeah.
I feel like the tools that they give you is the tools that I do though. Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyway, she's literally a child.
I'm literally 30, but I like to just. Life's too short. You just gotta say dumb shit.
Yeah. What are we at? 5
5
minutes.
minutes.
We're doing great.
We are doing really good. It's like we should have more part twos, part threes.
Okay, what's your like? Now you have to say something negative about not going to therapy.
Well,
and I'll say something negative about going to therapy.
I've noticed for me, I don't even remember like what year I started going, but I just remember feeling like very not in tune with myself. And it's like you go, you learn tools, and it's like, oh, okay. And I think I went what about a year or something until a year or two.
Without going?
Yeah, and I could really tell a difference because it's like you do learn stuff, but if you don't actively go, you kind of remember, like you just don't really remember the tools, or it's like you do, but it's like you need the refresher, you need different perspectives to learn. And it's like, well, I've learned this tool, how can we expand it, type of thing. And so, and I always say like, oh, like after I'm like, even today I had a therapy session today, and it was like, oh, I feel so much better just because I've learned either new tools, or it just opens my mind more. Actually, doesn't make me more closed-minded, it makes me more open-minded to think of things like, oh, I never thought about it that way, I was thinking of it one way.
One way or the highway, there's no,
and it's like, no, you could be thinking of it this way, and it's like, oh, interesting. And my way is usually catastrophic.
Which is why you're there.
Yeah. And then it's like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, I can calm down. Just kidding.
She's like, is it going to ruin your life? No. All right, it's not that crazy. Like, actually, you're right.
Fair.
Okay, what about you?
So mine would be why I wouldn't go to therapy. Sometimes I do like some. I do think that therapists can overuse diagnoses.
That makes sense, though.
Because,
or it's just because everything nowadays is
it's like they have to put everything, a label on everything, like autism, ADHD, ADD, OCD, anxiety, OCD, like compulsive, like it's. And then I feel like when you trust these individuals, and I get it, maybe you do have symptoms of those things, but to put a diagnosis on it, I think is like, I just seen that they think that diagnoses are kind of like spellbound. Like now you've created an identity on someone,
and you just, and like people use it as an excuse.
Yeah, it could be a crutch at that point, because now they're like, well, that's just my ADHD. Well, that's just, rather than like, okay, yeah, you're having, maybe you do have it at that, you're having symptoms of some sort, whatever, but like it's not like it's
you can
forever, but some things are forever. I get it, but some things are not that serious.
Well, it's just put a like
label on it,
right? Because it's like, okay,
maybe you just have a fucking tick and you're just weird sometimes.
It is what it is, and not everyone's the same.
It's fine if you can't make eye contact with people. You're not autistic,
literally. And you know, and I will attest to it too, that is that the right word?
Yeah.
I think of therapists as doctors.
Yeah.
But I mean, in a sense,
trusted as.
Right. But it's also like sometimes there's a doctor that's like, you know, I don't really like this doctor. And they have different knowledge and different training. So sometimes I think with a therapist, it really just kind of, because like I said, the two that I didn't go to, I just wasn't, it just wasn't feeling like
clicking, Steven.
Yeah. And so, but the other two, it's like I've never felt like put in a box. It's more of like, this makes more sense. But I don't think I would, you know, ever use it as an excuse. I try to learn from it. I realize, oh, hey, I'm doing this because of this. Let's see what I can do to not.
That's good.
Try. So it's like really learning to become self-aware too, which a lot of people are not.
Yeah. But I feel like these topics can get almost a little ignorant, because some people are very like are going through it, which is valid
Yeah.
despite their circumstance or because of their circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
Some people are going through it and you might not think their circumstances are that necessary, but at the end of the day, that's how they're feeling. That's how they're feeling. And it really is debilitating for some people.
You know,
and I'm very proud of that vocabulary.
I was actually, the one time I was shocked, it was the one therapist that I just didn't vibe with. He was a guy too, which nothing wrong with guys, but I connect more.
Sexist.
I just connect more with women.
Yeah.
And he was just straight up asking. He's like, "Well, like, what's wrong? Like, you know, have you been?" He's like, "You know, sexually assaulted before?" And I was just like,
Of course he goes straight. Okay.
yeah.
But
And I was just kind of like, no. And he said 1 in every 4 women in his chair.
So he went straight for that question though. Like, why wouldn't you beat around the bush a little bit? Like,
I mean, he might have, but it was still within that hour. He was even like, "So why are you here?" And I was like,
He's like, "You don't need it then."
He was just, yeah, because I told him I've saw a therapist already for like over a year, and I was like, I went through the family trauma, learned that, understood that. Next, like, you know, I just have anxiety, just need to learn the tools.
But it's not to skip over that statistic though. 1 in every 4 women,
yeah, in his chair experience a sexual assault, and like are in therapy for it. And I'm like, that's a lot of people. And so he's like, so you're the lucky one. And I was just like, okay, well, I'm not coming back. So okay,
you gotta
next.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely next.
I feel like it'd be kind of scary to talk to a man about that.
I think it depends on the man, because there's some that are very like, okay, you're not gonna get it. But I feel like there are some guys who can tap into like that feminine type of,
like maybe like Connor from TikTok, Mormon Wives.
Right. Yes.
Shout out Connor.
Shout out.
But that is fair. That is true. But the way that you make him sound, like, this is what I'm picturing, like some maybe like bald headed, clean, buzz cut hair with a strong jaw, tight collared shirt, muscles.
Well, old, so not really muscles, but not.
Well, how was his hair?
He was an older guy, so it was short. Yeah. Wasn't bald.
Just giving like aggressive white man.
Yeah.
But did he have a tan?
I don't remember.
I can see him like a little bit of a tanned guy. He's in Arizona probably. But just not pasty white is what I'm trying to say. Like,
no, she's trying to say she already has the hots for him, so.
My type.
Little's is like, wow. It's like, got Little's wanted to join.
Little's is my favorite. Little Bobitos with the pedal little.
Either way, we really wanted to talk about wellness. Because I had a therapy appointment today, we thought it would be a good conversation.
And we're not just coming on here to bullshit either.
We're educated. And we're smart.
Experienced. We've done our work though in the mental field.
And we're funny.
Take it as you will.
And entertaining. And let's see, more good things about us.
Good people.
We are good people. Hard workers.
We
want the best for everyone. We love cats.
Black pussies matter.
BCLM.
Oh my gosh, she even has a freaking acronym. How do you think of that? That's so fast.
No, I made this up like years ago when I was working at PetSmart.
Before George Floyd.
I think it was after.
Of course it was. Oh my god, they'd be like, white cats matter too.
No, all cats matter. They do. They really do. But
what's the other one? Like, tabby cats lives matter.
Orange cat lives matter.
Oranges would fit right in. I love an orange.
No, they're the crazy ones. Oh my god.
That is true. I keep seeing TikToks, orange cats, and okay, goodbye. We gotta go.
We're talking about cats.
No freaking way. We're gonna get a whole bunch of communities on us this one.
The furries.
We're all rounding up outside.
What is it?
Is that SpongeBob, like the band? And this is what I think of. Patrick turns into a trumpet because he's messing with Sandy. I'm Sandy Cheeks. I really am though. Santa.
What's so great about Texas?
What did you say? All right. Well, I guess it's the AM show. Got it right there,
I'm
huh?